This is an All Sports Station production.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. With that, let's get on over to AT&T Stadium in Arlington for the call from Jerry World. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
Break the 180. 54 miles. We ain't giving up nothing today.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Good. 180. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch out.
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
It's just me.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good. 180. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch out.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee's one of my favorite players, and I don't mind saying it because I love his versatility. I can move him inside at the linebacker position. I can move him outside. I can rush him off the edge, rush him up the middle. He can drop into pass coverage. In fact, his versatility was on display even in his high school days, where he was a big-time high school basketball player that had a chance to play in college as well.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the counter, Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Just like that.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That had to be a nightmare as a ball carrier. You look up and see his big bear claws coming at you right away. No chance.
And just think how the game continues to evolve. We always worried about the defensive ends and the outside linebackers bringing pressure. How about the play now? It's not just eating up blockers for these guys inside, is it? It's eating up blockers and making plays in the backfield.
And just eating. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And the offensive starters for Dallas.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit every time I think about Zach Martin and the controversy, air quotes there, about him being picked by the Cowboys, because many thought that another player was going to be picked in that spot. But they made the right call in getting Zach Martin. Versatile player, played guard and tackle in college, and uses that versatility to his great advantage in the NFL. Immediately was an all-pro and continues to play to that level.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
3 buds.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
Watch the boot.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
Mike, here we go. Flying in. I'm coming. 26. 26.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 16, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Check, 180. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Let's go, defense.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're running it.
Prescott from the gun. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's our time. Share.
10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. It sort of goes without saying that's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turned it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself, or are you pitching it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. JoJo Natson back deep. this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll be taken down at the 18. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's get it. Set. 180. Like by 4. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Escapes the defender. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Well, if you're carrying the football, you're hoping to have a little bit more time and space than that.
Don't you get the sense he's calculating how quickly he got there? That was jet propelled, and that was a full-grown man that made the tackle as well.
What do you think? What do you think? 51. Know your job. What do you think?
On second down now. It's Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 2 plays in a row there where the defense just annihilates the running game.
Yeah, they feel pretty good about themselves right now, don't they? I can guarantee you in that huddle, man, we've got them on the run. They can't move the ball. And there's always one guy who says, hey, we might be getting set up for something. Make sure you loosen up a little bit and look for the big shot.
Yeah, have to be ready here in pass protection on third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry, and it's 2nd down.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. They can't hang with us. Check out.
Chubb on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction. and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Natson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can revert.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 480. 46 to Mike. Cut. 26. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
We want it. Come to my work.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
180. 54. Right 54. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Mayfield on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield to throw it. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Chubb. And fights through one man. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And the Browns getting set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 37. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third and long for Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Watch 180! Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the back, watch the back.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check pass, check pass.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Mayfield. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They run. Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Certainly not what the offense wanted down here, going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, look who got involved. I mean, when you got a strong safety who can drop into the box, never needs an invitation to be one of those guys in run defense, does he? Wakes up every morning just a little bit ticked off.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Young quarterback, got to learn. Need to get rid of the football.
Because when you don't get rid of the ball, they accumulate more sacks. But you're exactly right. Internal clock has to go off. Either get rid of it or start to take off and go.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Seibert's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right, and he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
51 to mine. Bend it. Bend it.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. And oh, no, he lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. First down throw for Mayfield. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
180.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I got you. 26. 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open space inside the 10. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get off of me run and all the way into the end zone.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. We get a glance at the Browns defense as they file into position. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers, the offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know they're takeaways on the defensive
takeaways,
side.
Man.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Draw play, Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down throw for Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Mack Wilson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Prescott down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.